We're going to have a new moon in the sign of Capricorn on January the 18th. There's been a ton of Capricorn energy building up in our sky. So let me know how you guys are feeling with all of this Capricorn energy. Have you been overworking? Have you been taking on a lot of responsibility? Do you need to fix a lot of problems? Do you need to get your documents in order? Lay out your business plan right now, and it's going to set you up for the year ahead, because Capricorn is really getting our things in order, getting our life together. It's very practical, it's very, very responsible, and it's also about taking on a lot of maturity and handling all of our tasks in business. So welcome back to my channel. My name is Astrid. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys all so much for joining. This is rather interesting energy, because all of this Capricorn energy that has been building up for the last couple of weeks is now going to shift over into the sign of Aquarius pretty soon. Aquarius season is about to kick off, and then all of the planets in Capricorn are about to meet up with Pluto and Aquarius one by one. So yeah, interesting week ahead of us, interesting Aquarius season ahead of us. It's definitely going to be one that is going to be more shocking, more surprising. Definitely also about power grabs. A lot of things are about to change within the top-down structures, within our own life, but also within the government, of course. Capricorn rules over the government. So yeah, let's dive into today's presentation. I've already talked a whole bunch about this Capricorn energy in my weeklies. You can definitely check that out as well if you want to know more about this responsible sign. So Capricorn, of course, it is the builder and it is the master of time. It is about effort and our long-range vision. It builds reality brick by brick. It is about what's tangible and what we can fully grasp. So it is about our career, can be about our legacy, systems that actually outlive or withstand the test of time. So, of course, other signs can sometimes be a little bit dreamy, but Capricorn, it constructs. It's like the constructor, the builder, and there's a very deep thing here going on, and it's about the soul that really understands that real power is earned through patience and discipline and also responsibility. And Capricorn, it also actually carries a lot of ancestral memory. It is like the strict father figure in our lives. They feel what must be secured, not only just for themselves, but also for those who come after. So it's also about what are you leaving behind? What are you building right now? What is ready for your kids to also take over? It's about what you're going to leave behind as well. So it's about what crystallizes into form here on our beautiful earth. So Capricorn is also, of course, the strategist. So yeah, it's really it sees the mountain, like you can see here in the picture, before anyone else really sees the path that they need to take up. So it is also very calm. It is a very balanced Capricorn. It is calculating. It is also very ambitious. And we can see a lot of ambition in the sky right now. Have you noticed that? Do you feel like your own ambition gets stimulated with all of these planets? Or are the responsibilities weighing too heavily on your shoulders? That is definitely also a sign, a trait of Capricorn. So yeah, emotions are a little bit more detached in the sign of Capricorn. A Capricorn is never going to let their emotion drive their choices, their purpose, and their ambition does. So also beneath the cool exterior is also a very profound devotion in the sign of Capricorn to really make their life work within the real worlds or within the bounds of reality where we find ourselves in. So Capricorn, we can also look at it as the big task master. Capricorn is it rules over themselves. It governs themselves. They don't need anyone else to fix their problems. They're sometimes really maybe a little bit judgy about other people who need a lot of help, because Capricorn is really firm on their own, and they know how to handle all the challenges that life throws at them. Yeah, they are the sign of authority. They know what to do. They know what to say. They can get a little bit bossy as well, but mostly that's because they know how to handle other people's challenges pretty well. And they can be a great source of strength and guidance, and they can really help you putting your life in order. So their responsibility within them, they can lead by example. So yeah, we need to stop proving, we need to start embodying this whole energy, and it's also like a pillar that others can lean on, and not because they have to, but because they can and because they choose to. Capricorn, they don't need to help anyone else because yeah, they're quite capable of handling everything themselves. But if you can get help from a Capricorn, well, I would advise you to listen to them because they're quite capable of like getting their ducks in a row. So if you look at the chart for the new moon, we can see it here. It's a pretty positive one because we can see it trine to Uranus. It's at the end degrees of Capricorn within the last decan. It's quite strong here, very potent energy. Like if you lay the groundworks right now, you can be like set for the year ahead. So make a business plan, fix everything, arrange everything, plant seeds around what you want to accomplish during the year ahead. Also, if you really want to, yeah, plan something, then now is really the time to do that. Plant new seeds in your long-term plans. That was what I wanted to mention here as well. And of course, a new moon, it is always where seeds are planted in the dark. You don't see the results fully yet. You don't get the applause yet. This is about like installing something quiet within our ambition. So yeah, whatever gets planted now is going to have very beneficial long-term consequences, and the seeds that you plant now, they can be harvested within 6 months of time. Then we will have a full moon in the sign of Capricorn, of course. So yeah, really right now, think about the long game. This is not about short-term satisfaction at all. This is about putting in the hard work, dedication, responsibility. All of that is met here in the sign of Capricorn. So all the intentions now, they're going to mature by late June, July, if I'm correct. So yeah, this is not about I'm starting this whole big thing right now and I'm going to bear fruit of it immediately. No, it can even have very big consequences for like your life ahead, whatever you planned right now. Because Saturn, Neptune, Saturn is of course the ruler of Capricorn. It's at the end degrees of Pisces. Something very, very big is about to end here in your life. And this is really like the kickoff of a whole new era that is about to start pretty soon here. Capricorn, it thinks in like a 5-year plan. And for me, that is a bit more difficult. I have all this Pisces energy. I don't even know what I'm going to eat tomorrow. Like, but Capricorns, they're very, very focused on the future. So on their budget and how to increase that. But yeah, don't wait for approval. Tap into yourself and give yourself approval to plant all the new seeds that you want to work on for the next couple of months. So yeah, where do you put your time and energy into? Is it like beneficial or is it very draining? With your Uranus here and the trine, it's saying like all the heavy Capricorn stuff, it can be infused with a lot of fun as well. Uranus is about breaking free, breakthroughs, liberation, whatever has been weighing too heavily on your shoulders, you can like plan something new within that right now. And it can be fun and it can be a little bit unstable with the trine to Uranus, but definitely make sure that you like infuse your new long-term plans with a lot of fun and something that liberates you from like the heavy duty and the heavy tasks in the sign of Capricorn. So, of course, reputation is also a very big one with the sign of Capricorn, and with Uranus there can also be a breakthrough within your reputation. Also, of course, depending on where this new moon falls for you in your personal chart, and we're going to look at the 12 signs later in this video, so stay tuned for that. But Capricorn, it is also about karmic duties, also karmic consequences. Luckily, we can see a trine here, so that indicates good consequences coming off of this new moon, of course. And also, yeah, Capricorn, it is an earth sign. Practical, realistic, very oriented on the results. It's a cardinal sign, So it's very initiating. It is starting new things. It is pushing like momentum and momentum building within all of that. And it traditionally rules over the 10th house. So legacy, authority, success are all found within the 10th house. Saturn is a Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn, and that is about a lot of discipline. It is about time as well. And I feel that with this whole buildup of Capricorn energy, that a lot of people got confronted with like their limits within their daily time. I've had a lot of conversations lately with people who are saying like, I only got 2 hands and I feel like I'm short on time. I feel like I need to catch up. I feel like I'm falling behind. There is so much pressure to get my things in order. Just know that it's normal, and it is Saturn that is showing you the limits. Saturn is about boundaries, and it's like you can come to until here, but no further. And it can feel like we're bouncing with our heads against the walls a little bit, because we do need to sleep as well, however, and sometimes I wish we didn't have to sleep, because I could very well spend that time on other projects. But yeah, we need to rest as well. And with the opposition to Jupiter in Cancer, it is very important to balance out our emotional needs in regards to all the duties and all the responsibilities that we are being called to right now. Take some time to cocoon, to unwind, be sure to really calculate in some extra downtime with all this heavy energy. Don't forget to rest, don't forget to sleep, because it can feel like we need to get done a lot of things right now. So of course, the signs that are most implicated by this energy is, of course, the cardinal signs, which are Aries, Cancer, Libra, and of course, Capricorn. This is your new moon. You're going to be like elevated in a higher position of authority, because you're going to receive some squares if you're an Aries or a Libra. You're going to face an opposition if you're Cancer, but definitely also if you're a Capricorn, of course, you're going to be like elevated into like the next position within your career, maybe within your responsibilities at home. Parental or maternal responsibilities as well can change or shift. And the squares and the oppositions, they do create a little bit of friction, but friction creates change, and that is all what we're looking for, right? And the trine to Uranus really indicates a lot of liberation with all of the new set structures that we are about to implement here with this new moon. It is a very powerful one. I like this one a lot. I do not see, like, apart from Mars and Mercury, there are no red lines aspecting this moon, so it gets a lot of support from Saturn and Neptune, and also from Uranus. Of course, Mars is still in an opposition with Jupiter, but it's already like, it is already passed over that, so not too strong anymore. But did we feel the oppositions to Jupiter, right? I've explained it in my weekly that we were about to get a lot of amplification, like amplification of Jupiter. It expands everything, it makes everything so much bigger, so much more profound, and that is definitely the case. Also, if we look at a world stage, things got really like blown up as well, literally and figuratively. Now that I'm like thinking about it, I didn't mean to put it like in this kind of way, but it just like came out naturally like this. But also, yeah, build something that lasts. That is what's been casted here in the chart. And Capricorn, it doesn't care how inspired you feel, even though Uranus helps you with feeling inspired here. Capricorn mostly cares that you show up. So show up for yourself, show up for your family if you need to. Maybe you need to show up more for your boss right now. But really think about, what mountain are you climbing and what are you committing to, even when motivation can drop as well. Luckily, we see an increase in motivation here with trine to Uranus, but really, where do you need stronger boundaries also, so your energy stops leaking everywhere? Really check out the house where your moon falls in, because that is where a very new serious chapter is about to emerge. Then on medical astrology, Capricorn here, it rules the knees, the joints, the backbone, bones in general, your skin, your hair, and also the organ of balance. That is something that I learned lately, the organ of balance. And that is like, yeah, that's like, yeah, I didn't know it. So the organ of balance is also something we can like implement new balance within our life, within our reality, but also like literally inside our head, something that is like proving to be like stable. So that is like very interesting. So yeah, astrology, you're never done learning astrology. There's always something new that comes up that you didn't know before, and that is like the fun thing. This is like a never-ending study, and there's always more to it. So yeah, cool. Big new professional chapter, putting in a new boundary that actually is going to stick over the long term, and a new way of handling responsibility, and like take yourself seriously. The late Capricorn degrees, it is not casual. There's like a very big high dose and amount of Capricorn energy that is being released here with the new moon. So with the ruler, Saturn in Pisces, and Neptune that is about to leave Pisces as well. Thank God for that. Oh my God. Dreams are getting structured by Saturn. Intuition here meets a lot of discipline. And it's also saying that spirituality must become very practical as well. So you can even implement a whole new spiritual practice based on like grounding, and that is going to help you set like a whole new structure over the long term. So also know here, with these planets about to move out of Pisces, like no one is coming to save you anymore. There can be like block in compassion. So that is going to be a difficult one. Saturn restrains, and it's, yeah, it just like puts a damper on Neptune, and Neptune is compassion. So we're going to end up in situations here whenever these two fully conjunct in the sign of Aries, that there's going to be a lack of compassion. So be compassionate for yourself, guys. That is going to be necessary. Also know here, with the end degrees of Pisces, not every problem is yours to fix. And with the whole Capricorn stellium, people need to tap into this energy to fix their own problems. No more relying on institutions or corporations or any means or types. It's not going to work anymore. We're going to see a whole new set of rules being implemented by the government. And I think that will include a lack of compassion and a lack of like being able to count on institutions to fix your problems. And I think that is going to be a very big theme, and it's gonna, yeah, be difficult for a lot of people who are so used to other people fixing their problems. Yeah, Saturn here, it sets the tone in Pisces. Capricorn wants structure. Pisces wants a lot of meaning. But yeah, Saturn in Pisces is like, put structure around your healing, put structure within your creativity, your spirituality, and your compassion. Yeah, this is about success also, but within the realms of spirituality as well, with it being in a sign of Pisces. And it's also definitely about our emotions as well. So yeah, 28 degrees, it is a Cancer degree. So yeah, there is another contradiction here, because of course Cancer is the opposing sign of Capricorn, and the moon traditionally rules over Cancer, but it's now in her opposing sign. She does not really like to be there all too much, but still it is a positive new moon with the trines. Don't worry, but there's like this whole big stellium here, and the new moon really infusing all of these planets that are dancing around the sun and the moon. This is major energy, guys. Definitely also a very big emphasis on belonging, and if our new long-term goals are actually meeting our emotional needs, and that is going to be important. So if you're working your butt off and you feel emotionally empty, then the new moon is definitely going to call that out for sure, and you need to change something in that. We are entering the new world. Like the old world is about to end with Saturn and Neptune leaving Pisces. yeah, we're stepping into a whole big new initiation by fire pretty soon. On the 26th of January, Neptune will be in Aries. So yeah, it will be the last sextile from the moon to Neptune. Yeah, interesting times, guys. Oh my. Wow, wow, wow. Let's look at the Sabian symbol. So this one is very beautiful. It is a woman reading tea leaves. So yeah, it is really about intuition and also prophecy and also about pattern recognition whenever we do the old occult tea leaf reading within like a cup of tea. It's very interesting to look at that if you don't know what I'm talking about. It's been like an ancient ritual. It can also be about like synchronicities and repeating numbers, conversations that can feel very fated as well. It's also about like our gut instincts. And maybe some of our gut instincts won't shut up with Mercury and Mars together. I'm going to talk a bit more about that as well. Just know that, yeah, use your intuition to guide you into implementing this whole new strategy in the sign of Capricorn. Don't spiral too much in like the news and what the government is about to announce. I'm already warning you guys. We're gonna see a bunch of new rules and laws getting installed within society and within like the top down structures within our government. Read the signs. That is what the Sabian symbol is saying. But definitely there's going to be some very oddly timed conversations with Mars and Mercury on top of each other as well. Can get pretty loud, honestly. And the plan here, the long-term plan of Capricorn, can also be like hidden within the patterns. So look for a re-emerging pattern or like repeating themes in regards to your reputation, goals, work, career that are gonna pop up, because something wants to be found and something wants to be implemented within this new structure for the long term. So of course, if we look at the aspects that this moon is making, the sextiles are pretty interesting, but the trine too, of course. And we also see Venus on Pluto. That is going to be pretty intense in regards to love affairs and money affairs, of course. Venus rules over money, finances, also women, love, relationships, beauty, arts, and it's all becoming quite a bit more eccentric with it being in the sign of Aquarius. And the trine to Uranus, of course, that is also about our money, resources, values, and systems within we operate here on Mother Earth. So yeah, definitely we're going to see new leadership. We're going to see changes in regimes, power grabs with all of the planets that are about to conjunct Pluto one by one now, starting from this week. Yeah, this is like a very positive new moon, but all these planets conjuncting Pluto, that is definitely going to ruffle some feathers. We also see the last part from like Mars squaring Chiron and Mercury. It is not exact anymore. It is already like waning a little bit. It's already over that. So it's also about like believing in yourself, that you're like independent and capable enough to do things on your own. But it's definitely like some past insecurities coming back up as well. And Mercury, Mars together, wow. Big announcements, big conversations, strong opinions, heated conversations, a lot of bossy energy in the air. So really choose a strategy over reaction. Capricorn really wins by like playing the chessboard, not by like going full on explosion mode. That is not the best idea right now. So make your dreams practical with the sextile to Neptune and Saturn. Really commit to a spiritual discipline and also get very serious about what drains you and liberate yourself from that with trine to Uranus here. Uranus is really going to upgrade a lot of systems within the government, a lot of innovations around money and resources. The Venus-Pluto conjunction means very big announcements in the tech industry, definitely on the 23rd of January, whenever the Sun is going to conjunct Pluto as well. And then, guys, I'm already like warning you for it, because on the 27th, yes, the 27th of January, we're going to see Mars and Pluto getting conjunct. In the sign of Aquarius, not the best day to engage within big groups of people. Of course, Aquarius rules over the collective. It is also about innovation, change, future timelines, future visions, trying out a lot of new things. But whenever we see the Mars-Pluto conjunction, it is the most violent aspect that we can get in astrology. It's gonna get a little bit nasty. I'm not gonna lie. Be careful on the 27th of January, not to end up in like a major fight. If people are a little bit, triggered or extra reactive, emotional, just know that it's because of the Mars-Pluto conjunction. But I'm going to talk more about it in my weekly for sure. So stay tuned for that. I'm not going to go too deep into that now, as I want to make it like positive, because it is a positive new moon. But definitely, we're about to see a lot of things popping off in big groups of people. A lot of protests, a lot of people that are going to be pissed off by these new laws and regulations, definitely in regards to AI and technology, which is also part of Aquarius and, of course, Uranus. So, yeah, on a personal level, it is really a reality check within your career. It's about boundary upgrades. And also, some very big breakthroughs within your money can also come, and like Venus Pluto together. This is like negotiations that are very high stake, can be very transformational in regards to money. But if your partner has been not been honest, then some secrets might be released. Can be quite unsettling, to be honest. But if you have a very honest partner, then it can get deepened. But be careful about like, if you bump into someone new during this Venus-Pluto conjunction and it's very consuming and it's very obsessive, be a little bit careful about that. It might be pointing towards more of a toxic attachment. Maybe it is shedding light on what needs healing within relationships as well. This is like very all or nothing energy with Venus. So whether money and our resources, we're definitely going to see stocks getting up, like cryptocurrencies, stocks that are related to AI or technology, that can see a very big surge. Definitely with Venus, Pluto, and Aquarius. And also, if you're a female and you need to go home alone at night, be a little bit more careful. This happens at 3 degrees, which actually points to our local environment, our neighborhood. 3 degrees, it is about biking home, driving home. It's also about brothers and sisters. 3 degrees rules over our siblings. So there can be some tension bubbling to the surface in those relationships as well. 3 degrees is also about our neighbors. So there's going to be some upheaval for sure. Aquarius, it is very innovative and it's about renewal and change, but it's also about volatility and upheaval and shocks and surprises as well. I was going to say something else. Venus, Pluto, maybe it will pop into my mind later. So on a world stage, very interesting energy here. Government institutions, we're going to see new policies, restructuring in that, a whole set of new regulations, institutional reforms, a reshuffle within leadership. And honestly, whenever we see the Sun-Pluto conjunction on the 23rd of January last year, that was around the inauguration day of Trump. We also saw a Pluto-Sun conjunction within that inauguration day chart. So yeah, big tech came in, all the tech leaders, a whole new set of technocracy and all of that. So yeah, expect big news. Oh yeah, and 3 degrees is also about, it's a Gemini degree, so it's also about the news. That was what I was gonna say, like major headlines in the news about these new policies, about like reshuffles in leadership, and also in like regards to AI and technology. And we are gonna see power grabs for sure. Also know, whenever the sun is in Aquarius, it doesn't really like to be there all too much. So actually, leadership is weakened, and the conjunction to Pluto really points towards power grabs and who's really in power. So that is gonna, the sun is gonna shed a big, yeah, very big light on that as well. So yeah, definitely very, very interesting week ahead of us. Interesting month, interesting year. Aquarius season is definitely gonna be a whole lot different than we're used to with this enormous energy in this sign. We're gonna, I think, was it five planets? Yeah, with the moon as well. Yeah, it's just gonna be like an overload of Aquarian energy. We're also seeing an overload of energy in March, April, whenever all the planets will be in Aries. Yeah, this is going to be such an interesting year. Filled of change, filled of like, yeah, a whole new initiation in air and fire, of course. So yeah, if you're an air or a fire sign like me, you're in for like a very, very big year. But it's good. We've been stuck in the mud for such a long time with Neptune and Aries. Time for a very big change. So this one is definitely saying on a world level, we're changing the rules, and very big announcements in regards to that, especially on the 23rd of January up until the 27th of January. A lot of headlines around like economic restructuring, banking systems, monetary policies, financial technology, or like technology that is gonna like control or over our finances or the supply chains. A whole new innovative change that is going to be framed as like solutions that are going to bring a lot of stability. But Sun Pluto, be careful. Yeah, it's just, there's going to be a lot of public pressure. There's going to be so many protests about it. A lot of frustration with authority. Really, a lot of people pushing back against the do more with less kind of thing, or you will own nothing and be happy. We all know, like, we know what we're talking about. You guys already are very well informed. So yeah, it's like, and with Mercury, Mars, we're gonna see such a sharp words by leadership positions. This is also about strategic messages or conversations. A lot of debates. It's very debating energy here. Debates around rules and enforcement, consequences by that. And of course, Capricorn is also like the military. We're going to see a whole new set of strategic military operations. Capricorn is the general. People like, yeah, Aries is like the warrior, and he's the one that goes out and fighting. But Capricorn has authority over like, yeah, the soldiers. So yeah, this is going to be very interesting how it's going to play out. But how to work with the energy? Be very realistic, be mature, be dependable, use it for career advancement, for long-term projects, for setting new boundaries at work, for having or reclaiming authority over your own time. And also, yeah, right intentions about what you want to implement in your career. Visualize climbing the mountain and create maybe a business plan for the year ahead. That is going to help you tremendously. And also clean out your workspace, put some new structures in that as well. And the birthstone for Capricorn is garnet. So you can use garnet, place it on your pillow whenever you go sleeping, and really work on grounding. Saturn wants you to ground here with all of the energy and to make it realistic. And also choose like 1 6-month goal that doesn't fully consume you. Break it like up into weekly actions or monthly actions. This is not about short-term satisfaction. This is really like about 5 years ahead. And what you install now is going to have consequences for better or for worse. So make sure that you do not overburden yourself, that you do not overcommit yourself, and be careful not bumping into the walls of or boundaries of time. And if you do feel like you hit a wall, just cocoon and retreat a little bit. So also take good care of yourself and do not let yourself get overwhelmed by people who have something to say about you. Can be your boss, can be the government, can be authority, can be your father. All of these are gonna become quite bossy and quite needy. Maybe needy is like the right word with the opposition to Jupiter and Cancer. Maybe you're gonna have to learn to say no to certain things for sure. All right, with that being said, we're going to start the readings for the 12 signs. And if you don't know your rising sign, you can plug in your birth details at astroseek.com or at Astrodienst, or there are other softwares that can generate that. Choose your birth chart, plug in all of your birth information, and the big black line that you can see here on screen, that is going to indicate your rising sign. So that is the one that you need to listen to first. And you can, of course, also listen to your sun sign. So we're going to start with my fellow Aries, sun, moon, or rising. How is it going, my dear Aries? You've been dealing with this Capricorn energy in your 10th house for quite some time now, and it has been squaring your sun, moon, or rising. So very big emphasis on career, reputation, visibility, leadership, and it's about growing up and maturing within your career trajectory as well. So what are you known for? It's about your reputation as well, eh? So prove it. That is what Capricorn and all the energy within the 10th house is saying to you right now. You need to prove what you're worth, what you're like dealing with, what is your worth within your career, and like enhancing that. You're going to be put in like a higher position of authority for sure. It's trining your Uranus in the 2nd house, so it hits directly your income, your self-worth, your career goals from the 10th are actually directly linked and tied to a money upgrade that comes from that. So big breakthroughs at work, big breakthroughs in your finances. You might change your prices. You might negotiate your pay with your boss. You might launch a new stream of income. And you might finally be able to have a breakthrough and like undervaluing yourself. I think that's very awesome here to see. This is a trine. It comes naturally. And of course, it doesn't come by itself, and it's not all easy. You need to put in the hard work, but if you put in the hard work, then this is going to flow automatically to your 2nd house, and you're going to see a big increase in your finances. So of course, this new moon is ruled by Saturn in your 12th house. It's in Pisces there. You need to take also extra time for rest and recovery, and it's also about spiritual discipline. And it might be the case that you're working behind the scenes very quietly on this whole new reformation in your career and in your money house. So definitely also time. Maybe you're working alone by yourself, long hours at night in your bedroom. The bedroom is found within the 12th house as well. So and Saturn is like really whooping your back right now. And in the 12th house, it is also about self-sabotaging behavior and like recognizing that, working on that, putting in the hard work so you can release your self-sabotaging behavior, because Saturn is about to leave your 12th house pretty soon. Neptune is already going to do that on the 26th of January. So prepare yourself. These two bad boys are about to enter your sign. So time to shed a lot of self-sabotaging behavior. And of course, also Mercury, Mars, also in the 10th. Whatever you're going to say right now is going to be very, very publicly visible, and people are going to hear what you have to say. This adds a lot of power to your voice, a lot of important conversations within your career. You can pitch a lot of new ideas, can also be about having to act very fast on all of the tasks that you need to tackle within your career. And also, yeah, do not feel like you need to prove yourself with the squares to Chiron in your sign. Don't go for a burnout. Do not try to prove your worth. You are already more than enough. You are very beautiful with all your insecurities. Do not try to like show off, or do not overcommit or overpromise here. Then you're gonna be fine. So yeah, major shift in professional direction. You're really shedding a lot of old fears around your visibility and around your Aries leadership. So a lot of you are preparing for a move within the career realms, maybe a new launch of a big project. But it's definitely very public what you are about to do. So, but the pressure to prove yourselves, that needs to like be you need to let that go right now. So yeah, your future is really built by the steps that you repeat, not the excitement that you feel for one day. And I know that is hard for an Aries, and I can say it as an Aries sun sign. We like to start a lot of new things, but like finishing a lot of projects, that can be harder for us. So we need to put extra time in that right now. Do not start 1,000 new things without like finishing the first task. So yeah, finish up before you take on a new task. Otherwise, it's gonna feel overwhelming. So yeah, let me know how you guys are doing within your career. I'm very excited to hear what you guys have to share, and I also wish you good luck within this whole new liberation within your money and your career house. This is very cool, Aries. Enjoy it. We have Taurus and Moon or Rising. So you have a new moon in Capricorn within your 9th house. So the 9th house is, of course, about long distance travel, education, publishing, your belief systems. It's also about spirituality, and can also be about legal matters. And in the 9th house, we find the reason why we do certain things in lives. It is like our why, and that puts us into action with Mars and Mercury here as well. Pretty close towards the MC. It's also very publicly seen, everything that you're doing right now. And of course, yeah, you need to think bigger. You need to expand your vision, and you need to like plant a new seed within your belief systems as well within the night. But the moon, it trines Uranus in your sign. This is very positive. So it isn't just about learning new things in the 9th house, because 9th house is also about higher knowledge and expanding within the realms of spirituality as well. A very spiritual house, 9th. So this is really like you're becoming someone new by planting a new seed within your belief systems that is flowing beautifully towards like the final countdown of Uranus in your sign. It's about to leave your sign. This is like the final massive upgrade. So make good use of this, my dear Taurus. You're actually becoming someone new, and all of the Capricorn energy that has been restructuring your belief systems in the 9th house is now becoming like fully integrated because it flows beautifully towards your sign. So it might look like rebranding yourself, changing something about your personal style, change your direction within your career as well, because you've had like an epiphany and a new insight, and something changes. There is some kind of breakthrough, and it also supports like your expansion within like your career realm as well, because it's so close towards the MC here. So collaborations, groups with Venus on Pluto in your 10th house. The 9th house is also about gurus, people who guide you, but definitely also new communities can also open up a lot of new possibilities for you, and a lot of breakthroughs. Then we see Mercury, Mars together. These new ideas in the ninth house, they're pretty blunt, pretty honest, direct, pretty sharp. Very inspired and motivated to take a lot of action right now. And the trines to the sextiles to Saturn and Neptune in your 11th house. This is like the vision from the ninth that is like giving you an opportunity from people within your networks to help you add more structure within them. So that is also very helpful. Your friends can actually help you progress or move forward in some kind of way, or important people from within your networks can open up doors as well for you. So new chapter of growth, learning, expansion, friends, collaborators, communities, people from within those spaces are going to play a very important role here for you in the upcoming new moon. So yeah, shifting your belief that really leads to like a very visible personal reinvention and a clearer life direction. So yeah, you don't need permission. You just need like a long set plan and the courage to start something new and having breakthroughs in that. And that is definitely very much being found here in the chart. So let me know, my dear Taurus, and I wish you the best of luck. You're almost done with Uranus in your sign. So this is like the final icing on the cake, or like the cherry on top of the cake. It is actually very positive, so enjoy it. We have Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You're going to have a new moon in Capricorn in your 8th house. So this is the most deep, intense house of our zodiac wheel. It is about joint finances. It can be about shared money, debts, taxes, intimacy, psychological breakthroughs and transformation, and also power dynamics, sexuality, intimacy, trust, vulnerability. They're all found within the 8th house. So this is, of course, illuminating or like planting seeds within everything that lingers beneath the surface, merging with others. It's about financial, energetic, sexual entanglements with other people and planting new seeds within that. And with Mars in the 8th house, woo, it can get quite hot in all of these teams. It can get very feisty, very passionate, even a little bit conflictive if you have trust issues. It's also the house of trauma. Whenever Mars goes through that, something might be triggered, but it's all well aspected. So I do not see you, I do not see this as destructive. So we also see trine to Uranus in your 12th house. So this is about the subconscious, and the 8th house is very deep and psychological, and the 12th house is very subconscious. These are the two mystical houses that are in trine aspect towards one another. This is spectacular for like downloads, synchronicities, spiritual insight, divine guidance, divine intervention, really facing your shadow side, releasing self-sabotaging behavior. This is very beautiful energy, and it's going to come quite naturally. So sudden insights, vivid dreams, and a lot of aha moments, insights that are going to give you a clearer sense of what you are ready to release. And it could also be a time where there is divine intervention or like hidden support that pops out at the right time when you need it. So Saturn rules this new moon. It is within your 10th house and the sign of Pisces still for the last couple of weeks. Your transformation here within yourself is directly tied and connected to your public reputation or to your career path. So yeah, very good for restructuring your career, redefining your success, dealing with a lot of financial patterns, can also be dealing with taxes and with the government and with having to fill out papers in regards to mortgages, debts, investments, loans, all of that. The 10th house and Saturn in the 10th house is a very big emphasis on authority and on government, or it can also be in regards to your boss or with your father figure as well. So Mercury, Mars, then in the eighth house, intense conversations or debates around money and your boundaries within that. But definitely, yeah, it's about maturity as well. The Chiron square in your 11th house. This is about something might get triggered within your groups of friends or within your networks, but you're definitely going to be able to handle that. So yeah, a very deep internal and financial transformation here happening for you, the guys. And yeah, just know that like true security, it comes from honesty and an honest structure and not from avoidance. And Uranus is shaking that up in the 12th house, so you would not avoid any of these topics anymore. And yeah, you need to like deal with them and restructure them and take your responsibility within all of that with the new moon in Capricorn. So yeah, the more honest that you are with yourself, the more powerful your next chapter is going to become once Uranus enters your sign on the 26th of April. So that is going to be pretty exciting. Oh my God. I would love to hear from you guys and how you are preparing for Uranus to enter your sign soon. So good luck. You have Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You're gonna have a new moon in Capricorn in your opposing sign within the 7th house. And that is the realm of relationships, marriage, long-term commitments, your contracts, your clients, people you spend time with on a one-on-one basis. So yeah, very big reset and all of that, big new seeds being planted at that. So yeah, you can bump into a new partner. If you are already in a relationship, you can take it to the next level. A new chapter within that. Maybe talking about new terms within your relationship. Maybe a situationship turns into a long-term relationship. That is also possible. There is a trine to Uranus in your 11th house. This is flowing very beautifully towards like your online networks, your friends, your community. So yeah, relationships are going to shift. Either a friend becomes a partner or a partner becomes a friend. Or maybe your friend introduces you to someone new and that becomes then your long-term partner. It is very possible here. And it can be very unexpected, but very beautiful energy here. So yeah, meeting someone through your social sphere or while you are on a networking event. Also, it's about changing long-term goals because of the people within your friend groups. Maybe they're gonna give you new ideas, or maybe you're gonna see some kind of a breakthrough happening, and by that you're gonna like restructure your relationship zone as well. Saturn, of course, it rules this new moon. So yeah, Saturn is in the ninth in Pisces for the last final weeks. Everything in regards to commitment from Capricorn is actually also tied to your belief system and how you look at the world within the ninth house. And it's also about like higher knowledge and spirituality, travel, long distance connections, long distance travel, mentors, can also about law and legality, because the 7th house can be like your lawyer or someone that gives you counsel, and the ninth house is about legal matters. So if you are busy or intertwined in some kind of court cases, then this can help you as well. It can bring stability and responsibility and structure, and yeah, it's actually good. Yeah, and also it's giving you more of like a spiritual approach towards your relationships, and your long-term vision on your relationships can change by that as well. Mercury, Mars in the 7th can definitely bring a lot of heated conversations within your marriage or long-term commitments. It's about honesty, being direct, assertiveness. Yeah, try not to fight. There's just a lot of energy from Mars in your 7th house. Also, do not quarrel or argue with your friends, but I don't think it's gonna happen because there's a trine. But still, people with Mercury Mars might project strong debative energy onto you in the 7th house. So yeah, very big change in your relationships, and also choose relationships that respect your future vision, respect your religion, your spirituality. That is going to be of uttermost importance here with Saturn in the ninth wrapping up its phase. So good luck, my dear Cancer. We have Leo sun moon or rising, so you're gonna have a new moon in Capricorn within your sixth house. And of course, the sixth house rules over your work, your daily routine, your health and well-being, the daily systems on which your life are operating. It's also about your productivity, your day-to-day reality in a sign of Capricorn, and definitely also the house of stress. So, and the sixth house is like how we get our shit together, and it can be a lot with Mercury, Mars, and a new moon, and all this Capricorn energy that has been traveling through the sixth lately. Luckily, we see very beautiful trine to Uranus in the 10th house. So this is about your career. I can tell by this chart you're gonna have major breakthroughs in your career. Definitely, if you're a Leo rising, something new. Like if you're looking for a new job, then this is the moment, guys. Go for it. This is about like you can change your fields entirely with Uranus in the 10th house, and this new moon in the sixth, very beautiful energy to yeah, have a breakthrough within your service towards other people. So yeah, definitely an upgrade within your professional zone here, a new work structure, maybe a new schedule, a new role, a new colleague is also possible. There can be a surprise opportunity within the realms of your career, and by that enhancing your reputation. Also, Saturn is in Pisces, the ruler of this new moon, and it's in your eighth house. This is about healing emotional patterns in regards to your work and career, maybe in regards to your boss, in regards to stress, and also, of course, in regards to shared resources, intimacy, and your vulnerability. So, yeah, psychological insights can give you more breakthrough. There can be breakthroughs within your emotional insights, psychological insights, and it's going to show you that all the eight house teams, you need to invest in them for long, like for the long term. Excuse me, I'm going to take a sip. So Mercury and Mars then together within the sixth, that is such a busy energy, and I hope you guys didn't pushed yourself towards burnout, because Mars in the sixth can definitely give health problems if you're like too busy, too stimulated. If you have too much stress, you can like bump yourself, hit your knee, yeah, hit your joints, or like, yeah, the energy of Mars wants to come out in some kind of way. So yeah, watch inflammation. Mars can heat up things within your joints. If you have like rheumatoid arthritis, I think that is a translation, then that can definitely flare back up. So be a little bit careful if you already struggle with that. Take good care of your health during this time. It's actually planting a new seed in your structures, how much or how well you care for your body as well. So yeah, very serious lifestyle reset, my dear Leo. So yeah, discipline is self-respect in action. So yeah, you need to be very productive during this time, but don't forget to tap into your emotions during this time. So yeah, I wish you good luck, my dear Leo. We have Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You're going to have a new moon in Capricorn, and it's going to land in your fifth house. And the fifth house is, of course, the house of creativity. It is where things get born. So think about dating, romance, joy, pleasure, hobbies. Also, your children are found within the fifth. And yeah, the fifth house is the house of fun. And as a Virgo rising, we Virgo risings, we sometimes see work or responsibility as a source of fun. I know that is so weird to say, but yeah, Capricorn can be fun. It's just like structured, analyzed, critical kind of fun. I sometimes I am sometimes critical of other people when I'm with my friends, and then we're just like smiling, and my friends can say to me like, "Oh my God, Astrid, you're such a hater," but like I do it with like a good intention and not to like hurt people. I will never say anything hurtful, but I do, however, always have some kind of thing to say, and my friends always laugh. Like I judge for fun, and not because I am a tough lady or I'm strict or too critical. No, it is like my friends who know me, they're like, "Oh, Astrid, she's hating on it again," but we're like all smiling together. So yeah, that is like one of my maybe a little bit toxic traits. I don't know how to say, but it is just like without any harm, of course. So we also have the trine to Uranus in the ninth house, and that is about travel and education and publishing and expansion. And yeah, you need to broaden your horizons. You need to go take maybe a long distance travel. That is going to be a source of fun for you as well. You might need to learn something new, something exciting, something that you can implement within your daily routine or within your job as well. So yeah, take a trip, teach something, write something, and you can also explore new philosophies and also new higher knowledge with Uranus in the ninth house. And it's really like planting a seed for like rewiring the last, taking use of the last energy of Uranus in your ninth house, and by that rewiring your belief system and how you look at the world and at the future. And if you connect with people from a different cultural background than your own, then that can also be a source of fun and excitement and breakthroughs. And then also, of course, we have Mercury, Mars within the fifth house. Yeah, that is really, yeah, about a lot of passion in the fifth house realms. The fifth house is also about your hobbies. So maybe you're channeling a lot of your energy within the things that you enjoy doing. For me, it's actually working. Like I've been working my ass off the last couple of weeks with the astrology and preparing for 2026, and just like laying the foundation for like my plans for the year ahead, what I'm gonna be doing every month, and like making a list, checking things off. That is like a source of fun for me as well. Oh my god, that sounds so boring. But yeah, I really enjoy it. And Mars in the fifth can also give like a tendency, yeah, a heightened energy within physical activity and sports and all of that as well. I love working out, going to the gym, going to the sauna. And there's definitely been an emphasis on that as well. I needed to unwind after I like work, and this Capricorn stallion definitely, yeah, pushed me in that way. So also know like with the Chiron square in your eighth house, there can be like some, yeah, emotional triggers from the past that are coming back up again in regards to feeling enough. Just don't try to hone in on that too much. Believe in yourself. You are worthy. You are enough. And you don't need to be useful in order to be loved. Take this away from this new moon. So, yeah, make room for joy. It is part of your plans for your success in the year ahead. And make sure that your business plan is very fun and that you have room for your own originality and your own new inventive ideas, with the trine to Uranus, but definitely a very, very big breakthrough. And also, I almost forgot to mention it, but if you want to publish anything, if you want to make a big announcement, that is also very beneficial energy here, and that can prove to be a very big, big breakthrough happening by anything that you announce here. So yeah, let me know how it's going, and I wish you the best of luck, my dear Virgo. We have Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You're gonna have a new moon in Capricorn within your fourth house, and the fourth house is of course about home and family, where you live, your actual home, and the people you share that private space with. So it's about your private life, your emotional foundation. So yeah, very big new seed is being planted within the fourth house of family. If you want to move, This can happen actually quite fast and unexpectedly within the next 6 months here, with this new moon in Capricorn here kicking it off. And the trine to Uranus in the eighth, it is also about shared finances and your investments, having breakthroughs within that. Maybe you get money from your family. Maybe your mother or your father are gonna help you with investments. Maybe they made investments for you, and now that is like turning into bigger profits. That is also a possibility. Maybe your real estate, like your house, increases in profits. That is also a possibility. Can also manifest within the realms of your partner's money, because Uranus is in the eighth. It is about shared finances. So there can also be like an increase in your partner's money or your situation, or maybe your partner wants to move unexpectedly. Maybe it's also good for renovating here. So, yeah. Decisions inside of your home in the fourth are also like wrapped around some kind of strategy, and money can be about financing a home and getting a loan approved suddenly, which Uranus in the eighth house, but definitely about financial agreements within your home and family. Saturn is in the sixth house. um, Whatever you change in your home is going to affect your daily routine as well. So yeah, clean out your home. That is also a good idea, and that is going to lessen stress from the sixth house. Take good care of your pets as well. Saturn in the sixth house can be heavy, but if you have a pet, a dog or a cat, that can take away a lot of the stress of Saturn in the sixth, but you're almost done with that. It is about to enter Aries pretty soon. And then Mercury, Mars in the fourth house. A lot of strong debates within your family. If you have been having arguments with family, then definitely this is going to be like a time when that definitely gets reignited. So respond in a mature, responsible way, with it being in the sign of Capricorn. And the square to Chiron here in the seventh house. Yeah, be careful about like people pleasing, and by not getting your needs met at home. Maybe you need to speak up for yourself a little bit to find emotional balance within. So good luck, my dear Libra. Very big reset around your home, family, and emotional security. And just know that a stable home really starts with stable boundaries. So I wish you the best, and let me know how this plays out, my dear Libra. You have Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So you're going to have a new moon in Capricorn within your third house, but it's very close towards the IC. So it's also going to affect your home and family. So the third house is, of course, about communication and mindset. It's about writing, speaking, your siblings, neighbors. Being on the road with your car or your bike can also be about short distance trips. And in the third house is also the house where we sign contracts. So it can also be about putting your signature under something right now. Can be a new contract in regards to work, or maybe your partner is gonna sign a new contracts in regards to work. That is also possible, but trying to Uranus in the seventh. So third house, very big reset in how you think, how you speak, and also what you commit to mentally. It's the conscious mind in the third house. I would advise you to make time to listen as much as you are going to want to speak. Mars, it is your ancient chart ruler. It is found within the third house. It can bring a lot of sharp words. It can bring out the stinger. It can bring out a lot of passion within your words and how you really deliver things right now. Also, what you type on social media, within your emails. Your emails and DMs, they probably flooded over over the previous couple of days, even weeks, with all of the Capricorn energy. So yeah, a lot of momentum building in your local environment, a lot of business going for errands. Yeah, this is very busy energy. So let me know how you guys are doing and be careful for overworking, because all of these squares to Chiron that we saw still a little bit present here, but definitely not good for your stress levels. So what is good is a trine to Uranus in your seventh house. It is about partnerships. So there can be a lot of conversations with your partner, with your business partner, a lot of new agreements that are being talked of within relationships that are going to indicate a shift, new clients coming through, new negotiations. And then, of course, Saturn is in Pisces within your fifth house. And that is the house of creativity, joy, children, romance. And Saturn is, of course, the ruler of this new moon. So whatever you sign or whatever you speak about is gonna be connected to all the fifth house themes. Maybe you need to commit to your creative abilities. Maybe you're gonna bump into someone in your local environment and you want to start to date them in the long term. Maybe you're gonna have a very important conversation with one of your children. So that is definitely all possibilities here. But with Mercury, Mars, very sharp debates, sharp words. Use it wisely. Focus on compassion and strategy. And don't overwork with the squares to Chiron during this time. So yeah, this is like a big rewiring with the trine to Uranus within your thinking and communication patterns. Make sure you do not overstimulate your mind. Make some time to listen to other people, what they have to say. Whenever we have Mercury communicating and Mars together, conflict and your chart ruler, things can get a little bit tricky within the realms of communication. So, yeah, your words, allez, your words are actually building your whole environment right now. So be careful with how you speak. If you are a shy Scorpio, then this is really very beautiful energy to be able to speak up for yourself. And you're going to find that it's going to be easier for you to draw some boundaries within your local environment with brothers and sisters, especially siblings within your family, but also in regards to dating and people you're romantically intertwined with. So good luck, my dear Scorpio, and let me know what happens. We have Sagittarius sun, moon, or rising. You're going to have a new moon in Capricorn that is going to land in your second house of finances. So the second house is about money, income, your spending behavior, your possessions. It is also connected to your self-worth. So yeah, every year we have a new moon within the second house, of course. Now this is your time to totally restructure your finances. And you can really plan and set new intentions for stability and long-term growth within your second house area. So very positive new moon here for you, my dear Sagittarius. We see it trine to Uranus in your sixth house. Of course, Uranus is in the sixth. It is about work and health, and it is about it's about to wrap up its long 7.5, 8 years or so transit through your sixth house of health and well-being and your service and your job environment. So definitely your income is going to change, and with that your whole daily routine is going to change as well. So if you want to find a new job, this is the time. Very beautiful energy, excuse me, to really apply for a new job, update your resume, file in some paperwork. It's very close towards the third house cusp, so it's also going to play out in the third house for many of you, my dear Sagittarius. But definitely change in routine, and with that comes a change in your income and vice versa. There can be a new structure being set off in your job, maybe implementation of new tools like AI or other technology in your work that is going to like streamline or automation within your workflow. And by that, you also have like more room or more time for creating a new source of income, something within those regards. So let me know what happens. I'm like quite curious because this is a good one, honestly. New clients, new schedules, changing something up in your schedule for sure. But also like a boost in productivity and wanting to create like a new routine and a new stream of income. So yeah, Saturn is the ruler of this new moon. It's found in the sixth house. A lot of you guys can even start working from home, and by that, changing up your whole routine and creating a new source of income. So it's also about like building financial security and a lot of stability in the sign of Capricorn that actually is going to support your home and your family as well. Some of you are actually wanting to maybe put some money in for renovating or moving. That is also possible. But with Mercury and Mars connected in your second house, there is a lot of bold moves in regards to finances, a lot of negotiations. Just be a little bit careful with overspending. Mars in the second house tends to have like a negative effect. Maybe some of you might need to, yeah, put in your car or like go to the garage with your car and pay for the service. The car is, of course, found in the third house. Some of you are going to buy a new car with Venus on Pluto in the third house. Yeah, something in those regards. But of course, there are a lot of possibilities. Can also play out with neighbors and siblings. That there's also going to be a big shift. Look at your Placidus house because it might very well happen in the third house for a lot of you signs, for a lot of the 12 signs, because it happens at the last decan, at the end degrees of Capricorn. So maybe I had to mention that in the beginning before I started the 12 signs, but I forgot. So yeah, Sagittarius is 6 months financial restructuring, plant new seeds. They're going to be very, very beneficial over the long term here in regards to your finances and your job. So apply for the new job, apply for the dream position, all the small financial habits become very big freedom later. It's about liberation in your daily routine here with Uranus. So I wish you good luck and let me know what happens. We have the stars of today's show. Welcome, my dear Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This is, of course, your new moon as it's falling within the first house if you're a rising Capricorn. So, yeah, this always points to a personal rebirth. This is about new intentions around your body, how you look, how you present yourself to the world, your self image, who you're becoming. This first house is the house of self. So we see a beautiful trine towards Uranus in your fifth house, and that is the house of fun. So you can reinvent yourself in a fun way, my dear Capricorn. Implement some more fun in your new long-term goals. The fifth house, it is about creativity, romance, joy. So when you reinvent yourself within the first house, you need to infuse that with a lot of eccentricness, a lot of weirdness, a lot of Uranian liberating qualities. So yeah, surprises in love for sure. There can be creative breakthroughs. You can have more confidence, more fun. So Capricorn, let down your hair. You've been working very hard lately with all of these Capricorn planets energizing this whole stellium within your sign. How have you guys been doing with that? Like, you've probably been thriving on that. So yeah, definitely an elevation within your career, within your ambition, within your long-term goals. This is very positive energy, my dear Capricorn. I'm actually very happy for you. I'm also a cardinal sign, so I enjoyed it quite a lot, honestly, and I can feel like you guys did as well. So let me know. Hopefully, you didn't overburden yourself or didn't overcommit or overworked. But I know you Capricorns, you can handle it. So Mercury, Mars, they're also in your sign. So yeah, of course, this is like ambition, peak, motivation peak, productivity peak. So yeah, all of this energy is really peaking in your sign right now. So it's also great for like announcing big things, announcing new long-term plans, starting new habits and implementing that, and by that reinventing yourself. Infuse that with fun. Don't forget that you can make very quick, fast-paced, important decisions. And of course, Saturn, your ruler, is within the third house. It's been sextiling the Capricorn Sun, Moon, or Rising for the last 3 years. Saturn is about to ingress into Aries, then your chart ruler will start to square you. So different energy. Enjoy this moment. Make good use of this moment. It can set you up for the year ahead. This one. So Saturn in the third is also about your mindset, your voice, your emails, your DMs, content, social media, your website, teaching, writing, learning. So yeah, all these things can really help you right now. Whatever you share, your message, your routines, your thoughts, your boundaries are all getting strengthened with Saturn in the third house. Can also give possible good consequences with neighbors, with siblings, with being on the road. All of that is actually well aspected here in your chart. So yeah, my dear Capricorn, this is like a personal rebranding of yours. A new confident version of yourself emerges by that, infused with a lot of Uranian insight, flashes of insight. It is actually very liberating, very fun. Infuse fun within your long-term plans, and this is really setting off a creative spark as well. So your voice, your mindset, your communication, all of that is getting sharpened. A very powerful moment to commit to yourself and your long-term plans. So let me know how this plays out for you, my dear Capricorn, and I wish you a lot of good luck with your new moon. We have Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. So you have a new moon in Capricorn, and that happens in your 12th house. So Aquarius, this is rather like behind the scenes, a little bit more subtle, a little bit more silent, but with Mars in your 12th house, it has been ruffling up the subconscious for the past few weeks. Mars in the 12th can give a little bit problems with your sleeping cycles or like your sleeping habits. Vivid dreams can even be nightmares, unfortunately. Just don't freak out. If you're sleeping bad or if you do not have a lot of sleep, it's Mars like messing up your sleeping routines here. The 12th house is the bedroom. Mars in the 12th can be a lot of action within the 12th house area as well. So, of course, the 12th house is also about endings and healing and rest and closure, and it's about solitude and retreat and like, yeah, really clearing out the subconscious patterns in regards to self-sabotage as well. But yeah, the 12th house is rather quiet. It is a release. And we see it trying to Uranus, to your chart ruler in the 4th house. So the 4th, it is about your home, your family, and your roots. This is about emotional healing and that proving to be of stability, or like having a breakthrough within your emotional realms by purging a lot from the subconscious. So it can also manifest in like you wanting to reorganize your living space. Maybe you want to change something up within your family dynamics. Maybe you are shedding and purging ancestral curses, and you're getting helped by your spirit guides behind the scenes in that. And definitely also, yeah, there can be clarity about where you truly belong, or where you feel safe and seen and supported as well. So Saturn is your ancient chart ruler. It rules over Capricorn, but before it ruled over you as well. So Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn. It is within your 2nd house. So it's about adding stability within your self-worth. You need to stabilize your value system, and you're going to do that by purging a lot from the 12th house and by purging a lot from the 4th as well. And it's all going to come quite naturally. These are flowing aspects. So yeah, it's about believing in yourself, believing in your skills and talents, and restructuring them, and even maybe monetizing them. So Mercury, Mars in the 12th, intense dreams. It's about private anger. There can be a little bit of mental overdrive, so be careful for that, and really work on the nervous system and calming that down. But it's also about yeah, engaging in spiritual practices, and also learning how to set healthy boundaries, and maybe about also learning how to price yourself and your skills and your talents in a mature way, and growing in that. That is not always very easy. So yeah, very big subconscious dissolvement within past patterns, and really releasing that. 12th house is final ending, so getting rid of that. So make time for rest and reflection, and also spiritual grounding is very important right now. So yeah, rest is very productive, and it's going to prepare you for your next move, because all of the planets are about to ingress into the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius season starts pretty soon, 2 days after this new moon. And then Venus is already in your sign, really magnetizing you. You're gonna feel more loved, more enhancing your beauty, attraction. People can get magnetized, but it's conjunct Pluto, and some of you are gonna have a lot of intense encounters, maybe with new people that can feel quite consuming, quite overwhelming. Be careful for toxic attachments. And if you are feeling stuck in a toxic entanglement, then this can really highlight it, and a lot of you are gonna purge that as well. Yeah, it's almost Aquarius season. This is going to be such a wild Aquarius season. It's going to be unreal. So really watch my weeklies if you are in Aquarius, because I'm going to start to talk about that a whole lot starting from next week on Tuesday. So good luck, my dear Aquarius, and prepare yourself for Aquarius season. It's rather quiet right now, but this is quiet before the storm. So prepare yourselves. A lot of changes coming. And if you have new ideas, perfect time to really implement and implement them and try them out. It's going to cause major breakthroughs for you. And with Venus in your sign, enjoy it, but maybe you're going to have to wait until it passes over Pluto. 23rd of January, Sun conjunct Pluto. 27th of January, Mars conjunct Pluto. Mark your calendars. 27th of January is going to be a very intense day, and also the days leading up to that. But more on that later. Good luck, my dear Aquarius. We have Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You're going to have a new moon in Capricorn within your 11th house, and that rules over your friends, communities, your networks, your collaborations, your long-term goals. It's also your audience. So this is actually about like your future long-term plan that is going to provide you a lot of stability, and your friends and networks can help you with that. This is about your like-minded people and your soul tribe. With Mars in that, there could have been a little bit more conflict the last couple of weeks, but yeah, definitely there's a lot of energy injected within your realms of friendships and like-minded people. So there is a trine to Uranus in your third house. This is about communication. It's about your website, social media, thinking, speaking, learning. It's also writing. Good for marketing within your local communities. And there's like the 11th house is your online communities, big groups of people, but your third house is like your local community and people you live with together in your close space. Like when you go to the shop and you bump into someone that lives in the same street, that is like the third house. So the 11th and the third are connected here. So there's very big social emphasis here with this new moon for you, my dear Pisces. You need to, yeah, go out of the house, go to a lot of gatherings, post online, just show yourself and engage with people. And it's gonna prove to be of big luck, and it can also prove to be yeah, there's gonna be breakthroughs coming from that. So You're also going to be changing like how you share your message, how you bring it across within your social spheres as well. And of course, Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn, and it's still within your first house or within your sign. Saturn, he is about to leave Pisces on February the 13th or the 14th, depending on where you live. So this is like the big grand finale. Neptune is about to leave your sign on January the 26th. So there's a massive shift. It's like you're coming out of your shell. It's like you've been hiding in the coral reef. Now you need to like swim out of it and engage in the big ocean again without like feeling that someone is gonna throw like a sea star onto you, or like an inkfish. How do you say an octopus? I don't know how you say it in English, but without like being attacked by other fishes or like a shark or anything. Like, a lot of the danger is about to disappear. A lot of the confusion is about to disappear. You're not going to get lost in some kind of current along the way as you get out of the coral reef. Get out of your house. It is such a socially engaging new moon, and it's going to prove to be of luck to you. So it's also good for working on your social media, on your website. Anything in regards to that is also going to cause major breakthroughs. But yeah, you've been maturing so much with Saturn in your sign. You're way more disciplined, more mature, more defined. And this is about putting structures so that you can lead from your soul. And this is like about the whole restructuring of your identity that is almost complete. Mercury, Mars together in the 11th house. Good for joining new groups, bold conversations within your friend group. You need to make moves about your long-term goals. But you need to build them with structure with Saturn and Neptune still in your sign now. So yeah, very positive energy. This is really like it's activating your long-term goals, your community connections, and aligned connections are really going to help you turn your dreams into tangible plans right now. So also, yeah, just know that Capricorn here and a new moon, it says like vision becomes reality, but only through commitment with the right people, with your like-minded soul tribe. So show up consistently. Your future tribe, it is actually watching you and it is waiting for you to bump into them. So yeah, that is what I've got for today. Thank you all so much for spending time with me here. And I'm looking forward to talking more about all of this interesting Aquarius season that is about to pop off quite fast. That is going to be quite astonishing. We're going to be in shock and awe about what's about to unfold next. It's going to be a very different Aquarius season than what we're used to. There's going to be a bunch of planetary energy being casted into that sign, and it's definitely gonna be not for the faint of heart with all of these planets about to meet up with Pluto one by one. But we need to go through it, and we're going to go through it together. And it's definitely about transformation and innovative change and a lot of breakthroughs as well. But it's not going to be very easy. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Be careful on the 27th of January with Mars conjunct Pluto, but I'm going to talk more about that later, pretty soon actually. So yeah, looking forward to seeing you all back here quite soon, and I always wish you a beautiful new moon in Capricorn. This is really like a game changer with the trine to Uranus. So enjoy this beautiful energy, and you're going to be set for the year ahead if you plan and use this one wisely and maturely. So yeah, thank you all so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.